First, I would like to say Merry Christmas to everybody and thank you for being here. Although it should be a happy time for everyone to be out gathered here today, unfortunately, that's not the case for some people here in Moncton, New Brunswick, and the rest of the world. So today will be a celebration. We will have the march. After the march, we will come back and we have some treats for everybody afterwards and for celebrating the holidays to kick it off. And also to give an update from, I think it was a few rallies not too long ago, we were talking about addressing the superiors of the RCMP and sending out letters and whatnot. So I just wanted to share an update with you today that we do in fact have a letter and they're being sent out. And I'll read that for you, and then after that we'll start the march and the music and all that. So the letter is, so dear Sir, Madam, we concerned members of the community wish to express our thanks and appreciation for the excellent services your department provides daily. We are reaching out to you, to your detachment, with specific concerns of government overreach. The current pandemic and its restrictions have resulted in businesses' loss, depression, suicide, spousal abuse, child abuse, and much more. We know you are aware of these losses. Many health professionals and scientists do not believe the extreme government measures are warranted for the flu, which has a recovery rate of 99.6% on people under the years, on people under 60 years of age, and a recovery rate of 94.6% for the elderly, even with comorbidities. We have been bombarded by the media with fear of impending deaths caused by COVID-19. Where are the excess deaths? There's a chart on the bottom of the page if anybody wants to see that after, but I'm not going to go over the chart. It is especially during these times of arbitrary lockdown imposed by our governments that the citizens of this province are appealing to you for assistance. We ask you to question what a morally right and ethical way is forward for society. Police officers have sworn an oath to uphold the Constitution. But which Constitution? The Constitution that is subject to the interpretation of politicians, bureaucrats, and judges to suit their agenda, or the Constitution that is understood by the people to be firmly rooted in principles, and a principle, by definition, is not open to compromise, ever. Police officers have a choice. Will they uphold our Constitution, which upholds our freedoms, or will they, this word's a tongue twister for me, or will they acquiesce to the unlawful rules and regulations dictated to us by our government? We are positive that neither you nor your colleagues would willingly or knowingly enforce laws that are unhealthy, unscientific, or illegal. We believe that our Canadian police force consists of freedom-loving individuals like us. We believe that all members of law enforcement do not want to live under a dictatorship regime. Hence the reason for our plea to you. We are living in a very frightening times in Canada, as is the entire world. Many believe what is happening is part of a global scheme which has been planned for years. Our Prime Minister has even stated publicly that the pandemic has given us an opportunity to instate a reset and a new world order, or a new world. The police forces will undoubtedly be required to implement many new tyrannical measures. This global plan, designed by the United Nations, consists of a very heavy governmental regime of oppression and authoritative control. This new Great Reset is not in the best interest of people. We believe we are all at risk of losing our cherished freedoms and ways of life. In the name of sustainability and saving our environment, this plan is intended to control every aspect of our lives. If we allow this to happen, we will all lose our freedoms, our assets, and our Canadian way of life. We will be subject to live under circumstances we cannot at this point conceptualize. What kind of world do we want to leave behind for our children and grandchildren? What kind of world do you want to leave for your children and grandchildren? Are we to sacrifice human rights, individual liberty, our Charter of Rights and freedoms, our Canadian values, as well as integrity to follow orders given from an obscure higher-up command or government bureaucracy? We did not elect Dr. Russell. We did not elect Dr. Tam. We did not elect the World Health Organization. We elected government officials whose mandate is to protect our freedoms. The unjustified lockdowns and mandates, which have come with COVID, seem to be the beginning of implementing this plan. Law enforcement employees need to be informed to be able to protect and team up with those working in the best interest of the people. The following is a short letter from Randy Hillier, MP in Ontario, including government statistics for all deaths in Canada, very meaningful since all deaths since March 2020 have been reported as COVID deaths. So here's the letter. We are living a lie, but it will catch up with us, with far worse consequences than COVID. We're told COVID is the most devastating virus and a paramount danger that merits the uprooting of our way of life and how we as people function, and they are using force and threats to demand our compliance. Our very institutions, our governments, and the media, which were designed to safeguard us, now shame and coerce us to accept the ever-growing lie and to blindly accept the escalating inconsistencies we all witness in our daily lives. I think that's the... Just look at these graphs. Less deaths this year than any of the last 5 years. All cause mortality has declined. Average age of death continues to be those in their twilight years. All of these facts, not models, are verifiable data and published on government websites. Yet those who are making the decisions choose to ignore them. Are these facts congruent with a pandemic? If so, would we not see an increase in total deaths or see greater numbers in the deaths of young, healthy people after a year of supposedly very dangerous, very contagious viral pandemic? The facts demonstrate we have been lied to, and those responsible have doubled down on their lie, destroying lives and society to save themselves from embarrassment rather than admitting fault. We are living a lie, and we have been betrayed. Those who take part in the lie are complicit, not virtuous. End of letter. So this is being sent out to all the police, what do you call it? Detachment, okay. So we are putting things into motion, and we have other letters being sent out for other places. Anyways, it's not easy being up here speaking, I'll tell you that right now, okay? So, Yeah, thank you.
Doing good.
Thank you so much. So now, are we ready to start our march? And I am going to start today with the national anthem. Some are iffy on the song, I'm not sure. But we are fighting for our country. We are fighting for Canada. Canada's going down, and we need to save our country. So we will be starting with the national anthem and then proceed with the march. Thank you.